Who belongs in my top tiers of NFL football? The Post has its week 4 power rankings out, and I'm going to take the top 10 teams and I'm going to break them up into tiers. So here are the top 10. The Bills, obviously, the Eagles, the Lions, the Chargers, the Ravens, the Bucks, the Chiefs, the 49ers, the Colts, the Packers, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we break them up into tiers. Let's start right here. We'll start with my bottom tier teams, and I am going to call them, nope, not this one. I am going to call this tiers, let's go close, but no cigar. Just yet. Close, but no cigar, just yet. All right. What that means is that these are the teams that I think, you're good. You're a good team, but right now, for whatever reason, you're not ready to punch with the big boys yet. And for that, I have to start this thing off. I'm going to start with the Baltimore Ravens, especially after that loss last night to the Lions. They're 1-2, but they still have the most dynamic quarterback in football. And they're not 1-2 because of him. The defense has to get going. And Derrick Henry really needs to hold on to the football. 3 straight games, this man has put the football on the ground. I love the workouts that you post on social media in the offseason, but I need to see a little bit of Tiki Barber high and tight because the offense runs through you and Lamar. Next up, I got to do it. You guys going to call me hurt inside or hurt people, but I don't care what you say. The Kansas City Chiefs, you beat the Giants, bro, and that wasn't even that convincing of a win. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, so you can never count this team out. But when we talk about them playing the elite teams in the NFL, like the Chargers and the Eagles, they lost both those games. They can't match up to the bigger bullies in the NFL. So I got them in the close but no cigar category or tier for the right now. That wraps up that bottom level of tier. We're gonna move on to the middle tiers, and I don't even know what to call this one. I'm not I don't really have like names for the tiers, but I'm gonna put almost there. You're almost there. We had close but no cigar. You guys, these teams right here, they're trending in the right direction, and I am going to start it off with. I hate to say this right now. The Indianapolis Colts, they are undefeated for a reason. And yeah, you're going to say they should have lost that Broncos game. Let's get the Colts up here in this. You're going to say, you should have lost that Broncos game. But when you think about the magic, when the magic happens and when you're in the middle of some sort of run, guys, you're going to get that penalty. You're going to get that extra kick. You're going to get the opportunity to ice and win games. That's exactly what happened that Broncos game. And I'm scared to say it. Daniel Jones has been absolutely lights out in these 3 wins. And I'm scared to buy Daniel Jones stock right now for obvious reasons. I still have DJ PTSD as his time as a New York Giant. But all it takes to this team to get a statement win against one of these top tier teams in the NFL, and then I'm ready to invest. I got my Robinhood app out. I'm ready to invest in the Indianapolis Colts. They look like a damn good football team in 2024. Great job by this team not going with Anthony Richardson and going with Daniel Jones. They got the run game and Jonathan Taylor, one of the best teams in football right now. But still got to wait and see. My next team, obviously, the San Francisco 49ers. I didn't even know these dudes were undefeated until Monday night. Obviously, they're going to be when you got an offense led by offensive coordinator or head coach Kyle Shanahan, whichever quarterback that these guys have back there as their QB1, he is going to be serviceable because of the system. Kyle Shanahan is one of the top play callers in the NFL. Easy. Defense is back. How long can they hold on without Brock Purdy? That's the question. But as of right now, this team looks damn good. Green Bay Packers. I love Michael Parsons. Love what they're doing. I love that defense. It's unfortunate that they caught the L this past Sunday. But at the end of the day, we're still talking about one of the top defenses in football, and it's only a matter of time until they take that step. So I'm going to put them in this almost there, or as you can see on my screen, I misspelled theirs. They're almost theirs. But at the end of the day, it's football. We don't need to spell it right. Just get the ball in the end zone, stop teams from getting into the end zone. Packers have done a pretty decent job doing that so far. But that brings me to my top tier, ladies and gentlemen. And what are we going to call these guys? What are we going to call this tier here? The elite. We're going to call them the 1%. We're going to call them that 1%. They're the ones that should be paying all the taxes. These are the Jeff Bezoses, the Elon Musk. These are these tiers. These are the Microsofts, the Teslas. These are the rich guys in the NFL. And these teams have been playing absolutely lights out. And I'm going to start with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, I am on a full Baker Mayfield apology tour because I disrespected that man for Daniel Jones a couple years back. And he's just made me and everybody else eat their words. Yeah, a lot of you guys are going to be like, what are they doing up there? They let the Jets get back into the game. But we've seen back-to-back weeks of Baker Mayfield getting it done in crunch time. This offense is elite. He's got two just nasty, despicable wide receivers on the outside. And I'm saying that as a good thing. You've got running game with Bucky Irving. I love the way Bucky Irving can do more than just run the football, catch it out of the backfield. Sterling Shepard has been showing up, making big plays for them. They're elite. But they're only going to go as far as the defense takes them. But this is an elite team. They're in that 1%. Next up, it used to be San Diego Supercharger, but they moved to LA. So it's LA Supercharger. Man, these dudes got it all. They've got the trifecta. They've got a quarterback. Justin Herbert is absolutely playing at a lights out level right now. Their defense is just oh my gosh, one of the top defenses in the NFL. They're playing like the chemistry is there, and they've got a kicker. Dicker the kicker is, as you Philly fans know, this dude he's one of the top kickers in the NFL, and he has had nothing but ice water in his vein. They're headed to MetLife Stadium for a 1 p.m. East Coast game against the 0-3 Giants. I smell trap game, but at the same time, if they come over here and they handle business, they're going to go to 4-0 like they should be after this game. But, you know, I'm always going to root for the Giants there. Next up on this list, these boys, they put in work Monday night against the Ravens. This offense, I mean, the Detroit Lions, shout out to Dan Campbell and what he's been able to do up in the D. No more for just 8 Mile and deep dish pizza, man. Like these dudes, they are the standard in the NFL. And when they're talking about their offense, they impose their will. And their offense is still elite without Ben Johnson. Against the Ravens, they had 2 drives of 95 yards plus against that Ravens defense. That's you got to get respect for that one. You get my utmost respect for that one. Great teams can run the football as well. And they got Sonic the Hedgehog and Tails with David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, there's not much that the Lions are doing wrong. I can tell you that. They play to win the football game. Hello, you play to win the game, and that's exactly what they've been doing. Yeah, they got a loss on their belt, but I feel as though an early loss to a team like this only makes them more dangerous. Down to the last 2. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Buffalo Bills up in there because I feel like they're playing some of their best football early in the season. Josh Allen, surprise, surprise, one of the most elite quarterbacks in the league again. James Cook is cooking. I know that's cliche. They have themselves a pretty solid, strong run game. But again, they have a James Cook that can run in between the tackles, but he can also catch passes out of the backfield. This kid is absolutely deadly. And then they got the run defense that is a little bit suspect from time to time, but you're going to have to beat this team with the shootout. And there's not a lot of teams or offenses out there that are built to try and shoot it out with Josh Allen and this offense. So the Bills are my second top team in the NFL. They're obviously in that 1% category. And I know a lot of Giants fans are going to hate me on this next one, but hey man, you got to give, I'm not saying respect or credit when credit's due because we're talking about the Eagles, but I just got to tip my cap to what they've built over there. I mean, they got systems in place, man. The Eagles, until they show that they have a weakness or that they're going to drop off. They are still the best team in football, and the road to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, not only through the NFC goes through Philly, but the road through the Super Bowl goes through Philly as well. I know it's in the neutral spot, I believe San Francisco this year. But until someone shows that they can beat this team, this is the best well-rounded team in football. So there you have it. Let's go back over my list. Close but no cigar. We got the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Almost theirs. My spelling and grammatical errors are just crazy. The Indianapolis Colts, Daniel Jones and them boys, 3-0. The 49ers, the Packers, and then you got the 1%, the big boys of the NFL. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Chargers, the Lions, the Bills, and the Eagles. What do you guys think of my tiers? I know you guys are going to say something, so if you're going to say something, we might as well keep the algorithm going, and you might as well comment below.